Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. You're probably asking yourself, where the heck have I been for the last, what has it been now, a month and a week or two? The first thing, I took a break because I went on vacation, which only lasted actually about 5 days. When I got back, I had full intentions of getting the channel going again, getting videos going, and then I got sick. It started out as kind of a cold, and a stuffy nose and a sore throat and coughing and whatever. That lasted a ridiculously long amount of time, and it turned into like a kind of a quasi flu, chest cold, back to a nose cold, and I'm just now starting on the mend. One of the weirdest colds I've ever had in my life, but I'm starting to feel better, so that's the good thing. Now we're going to be getting back to making some videos. The game you're seeing here is TerraTech. This is an early access game on Steam. I saw this done on another channel that I follow, and I thought it looked really interesting, just because of the way the game lets you build things and explore and that sort of thing. So we are going to get into this, but this is a game I kind of use just to get a little familiar with the UI and the gameplay so that I wouldn't be a complete noob when I was doing this series for you. So we are going to quit out of this game and start up a brand new game. I'm going to lose all my previous progress, but that is perfectly fine. Oh, actually they do have a save thing, so that's good. We are going to start a new game. Let's make our seed Canadian Rebel. Let's see what that gets us. So far, quite honestly, I haven't noticed that the randomized seeds have actually done anything. And what happened here now? Did I not click start? Perhaps we are seeing a little bit of a bug. Is it going to work this time? It worked this time. GSO base deployment in B57981. I couldn't read that whole thing that fast. Look, I'm crashing. I'm falling out of the sky. I'm not even going to try to keep up with this because it was actually very fast from what I saw in the last bit. The important bit of the story is that I crashed out of the sky from some sort of a cosmonaut, and I managed to save this one little bit of my ship. So this is my cab. This is the thing that tells the blocks that it's a vehicle, kind of like a controlling block. You can move around with the right mouse button as I'm doing here. The driving gets a little bit weird. Maybe not weird isn't the good way of saying it, but it can be a little bit difficult and whippy, and there's not a mouse sensitivity adjustment from what I've seen. You can control the camera speed, but you can't really turn the general mouse sensitivity down, and I don't want to do it just for this game. So I've put together my little vehicle here. We've got a nose cone that turns and grinds into other vehicles or rocks or trees or whatever. And then we've got a little machine gun on the top, and we can move around just like we would any other game. See, it gets a little bit whippy, and if you want to try to track the camera with your turning, you really do have to right click and put a lot of effort into it. But anyhow, here comes our first opponent. We are going to try... Boy, that's whippy. We're going to try to shoot and grind this guy down. Oh, I'm not getting quite there. There we go. I got his wheels off. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. If you get stuck, you just press B and it lifts you up a little bit. Now, when you see things flashing, it means they're about to blow up, so you want to get away as quick as possible. Here is the really cool part about this game. Watch this. Pop your wheels off. You've got extra blocks that... Oh, we got a guy. Oh, crap. No. I gotta get my wheels back on ASAP. I was not expecting another fight right away. That's never happened in other games that I've played of this. Oh, this is crap. Okay. Get him. Did I get his guns? I got his guns. So we can stay at range a little bit here. Oh, I got his drill too. No, oh, he's screwed. He's screwed now. That's good because he ambushed me in such a volatile state there as I was trying to show you guys how to upgrade your vehicle. He deserves every little bit of this that he's getting. Blow up already. There we go. Okay, so, as I was saying, all these parts will be left on the ground after you destroy another vehicle. And you can just, easy as pie, just pop these onto your vehicle. Did we get any blocks from that other guy? Nope, just wheels and stuff. So we're going to make our vehicle a 2x2. Oop, that didn't quite attach there. There we go. And you just pop the wheels on. We've got a second drill for our nose. We've got a laser gun. These things are awesome. I love these things. We have some lights, which we don't quite need enough. I'm going to try to not record at nighttime because it is very difficult to see. Even just primarily playing it myself, it would be impossible to see on YouTube. So I don't think I'm going to record at night, unfortunately. There is a day-night cycle. The night lasts about 10 minutes. So when the night does come, I will just pause the video and we'll just edit and come back when it's daytime again, unless I'm really lit up. I mean, if I've got tons and tons of lights and you can see, then great. So I'm not going to take any of the other items. We've upgraded our vehicle now. We've got 2 guns, couple lights. This is a stability wheel for the back, so when you accelerate, you don't flip over. 2 drills on the front, so we're a walking drilled shotgun time machine menace here. So we've got these smoke pillars, and these are like items that came off of my ship, I'm assuming, and we have to go over to them and they let us kind of unlock the early story. So the smoke might be part of your base. See if you can help repair it or repair your damaged cab. So this is the solar panel array. Very important for development in the game. This is kind of like your mobile base. Not so mobile, really. I mean, this actually anchors to the ground. So I'm going to pull this up over here, somewhere half flat. Right about there. Okay. Then they give you this repair bubble. And that'll create a little field once it's powered up enough. And you can just back your vehicle on in here, and when it blinks like this, it's repairing. So I'm now fully repaired. You can put things on this panel, so you can stick lights on it. Whatever you need to do, you can make little bases out of these things. We've got another Challenger over here. I'm going to go take this guy out. Let's see, does he have guns? He does. Let's try to get in there with our drills. Oh yeah, rip him up. There he goes. Okay, so here's another thing. When you have parts that you don't necessarily want to use on your vehicle right away, take them with you anyway. You might end up using them at some point in time. And this extra block here is a good example of that. I don't have another block to make this symmetrical, but I'm going to use it eventually, so I'm going to take it. I'll put a stability wheel in the back so that our vehicle isn't completely thrown off balance by it. And I think I'll grab another wheel here, put that on. That's a light, that's another wheel. It doesn't look like anything else is useful out of that, so we'll just keep this for now. And the cool thing you can do with these extra blocks is you can come back over to your base and pop them off. And you can add these to your base to kind of expand its abilities. So now this block will have power, and you can hook other things up to that. And if you want to store some spare parts on this, you can. It'll give you some warnings that the wheel is sideways or not on the ground, and that's perfectly fine. This is temporary storage. I've heard these called parts trees. So make a parts tree, and you can store some extra parts in there. We see, look, we've got another smoke pillar over there, so let's get booting over there and see. Oh, there's actually 2. So let's go see what is over at these pillars. These rocks, all the like extra things in the terrain that you see are all destructible, and you can get raw materials out of them and use them in fabricators and scrappers and all sorts of things to get other items. We'll get into that in a minute. We have to go through a couple of these smoke things before we get to the trading post, which is going to be the first big thing in the game that you're going to have to figure out. And hopefully I can give you a good idea of how to use it. We've got a guy, oh, he took our shield unit, the bastard, so let's go get him. He's out firing us, so we should get in with our drills here. Oh no, I got turned around. Okay, thankfully we still came out of that ahead. Did we even lose a part? We didn't. But our shield thing almost got damaged beyond repair here. Let's put that on before it hits something. Okay, so with the shield you need power. We don't have any power right now, but we will very shortly. Let's grab these blocks. Put our stability wheel back on, and we're going to support these with some wheels as well. Oh, they got dirt tires here. These are awesome. You can really load these up. These little guys can only take so much weight before they become overloaded, and then you can't do anything. So we got 4. Let's just pop these front guys off. Looks like we're getting attacked here right away, so I gotta finish this. Oh boy. If you destroy my shield thing... Okay, that was pretty easy. He brought a banana to a rifle fight. If that's a saying of sorts. I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. We got another block so we can make this symmetrical. And we have another support wheel. We do. What else do we got? Did he have dirt tires? No, just the little guys. Radar. This is awesome. We got radar. So this gives us the HUD. And now we can see if we've got any enemies approaching or anything like that. And take the necessary action. I thought our shield was blinking red before. Is it not anymore? I was going to go back and repair that before we move on to the next smoke thing, because I really don't want this to go down, but perhaps we're not in any danger. I could have sworn that was blinking red before, which means that it's very badly damaged. But let's go to check this one out, because if this is our battery, then that'll save us a trip back here. Okay, so it does look like this is the battery. I had this quest bug out on me once, unfortunately, and I didn't get my battery, so I had to wait until much later in the story progression. There we go. The battery doesn't have a charge, so it's not going to power our shield, so we have to go back to our solar array and get the battery charged up, and then we'll have shields and be pretty darn indestructible, to be honest. The shield is super powerful from what I've seen. Until your battery runs out, and then the shield is absolutely useless. But we will charge it up in any event, because it does really, really boost your toughness against any random guy. And you'll notice as I build this, it appears to me that the enemy power, so you see we got one over here, let's go check it out. The enemy power and tech and all of that kind of keeps up with the tech level and power level that your ship is at. Which is kind of interesting, because you can never really get to like a majorly overpowered... Don't blow up! I wanted that battery. Oh well. Would have been too good to be true. Anything worth salvaging here? We got a second radar unit. The radar units can sometimes be a little hard to come by, so I'm going to grab an extra one. I'll stick this extra laser on. I'm going to point that backwards. That'll be more helpful. So to go... change the orientation, usually you right click. I don't know why this isn't working. Normally you just right click and it changes the orientation, but not that time apparently. Let's see, can I do this change of orientation? Yeah, so you just right click and it changes the way that it goes onto that anchor point. Not in this case though, for some reason. And we got something underneath us. Okay. There we go. Okay, back to our solar panel. You see this sparks here? Because this is too heavy for this wheel. And, whoop. He's shooting our solar array, the bastard. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him! He can't get me from behind. Haha. You know... when they still fight in this state, I don't know if you guys are Monty Python fans, but it reminds me of the "'Tis a mere flesh wound," and he's got no arms or legs. Oh man, they keep fighting until like the bitter end, and it's kind of odd because they have no chance of winning. Okay, so let's get in there and make sure everything gets repaired. Now to charge your battery, you'd think, hey, maybe I'll just move into the solar array range. Nope, you have to pop it out And you can put it on pretty much anything that's connected to the solar array. So if you put it here, you'll see it's charging. So if you had a big long thing connected to your solar array, you could have a battery bank of all kinds of batteries all along the way. But here, you just put it on the block and it'll charge up. Do we have a light on this place yet? I don't know. Let's grab this crappy wheel. We don't need that. I want to put a light on here so it's easier to see at nighttime. So our battery is now charged. I'm going to check out the shields here, let you guys see what they're all about. So there you go. You get a little bubble, mitigation bubble. And yeah, that's, I mean, it is pretty bloody powerful. Okay, so if you grab the block and try to change the orientation when you're not at the block itself, it won't change. But if you put it up, keep holding the button, click a few times, you can spin it around to behind. Now you got lasers shooting from behind. It might be a good idea to have one pointing to the side as well. There we go. These dinky little rifles, I like to replace them as soon as possible with the lasers because I just don't like them. Question you might be asking yourself is, if you have a gun on your solar array, will it shoot when an enemy is nearby? And the answer to that, so far as I can surmise, is no, it will not. It does not shoot when an enemy is nearby, and I was hopeful that it would, just so you could set up little base defenses and that sort of thing. Doesn't work. Does not work at all. Let's put this radar on there, and we've got an extra one here that I want to take off as well. Do we want to put the dinky little gun right there? I guess we could. You can't kill your own stuff, by the way, so you can see I'm hitting it. It's not going to do anything. That's perfectly fine. Okay, let's see if we can find any other smoke columns around here. And if we can't, I know where we're going to go. Yes, we've got another smoke column way, way out here. So I'm assuming this is going to be the trading post. And that is kind of the second to last or last smoke column that you'll have to do. The trading post is very interesting though. So we may go here, and I might save that for another episode because it has to be considered in depth, because there's a lot to learn about the trading post. So we'll see what it is first though. Crater is empty, but there is a dude right there, isn't there? So let's shoot him. Oh, he's got my radar unit. This is the radar. Well, joke's on you, I've already got several radars. Oh, he is running. He's very he regrets stealing my radar now, that's for certain. Though how did he know? I mean, radar fell out of the sky. He's like, yeah, I could use some radar. I don't blame this guy. I don't know why the game finds this so blameworthy. Here's the plane. They give you access to this plane right off the bat, which is actually rather strange because they give you no instructions on how to fly a plane, how to move your cab over to the plane. It's a little bit above the curve, I guess, as far as learning in the game is concerned, and I find it strange that they put it in so very quickly. And we're not going to concern ourselves with the plane right now because it does take a little bit of getting used to, and I want to just continue on with the land vehicle stuff for a while. We're going to grab these blocks because we do need some more blocks. Let's grab the non-damaged one, and we'll grab this guy and put it on top. We'll mount our wheels back. Oh crap. Oh, crap. I'm getting attacked by two guys. Big Tony's minions. Okay, so I got enough range to hit that guy in the back, I think. Do I? Maybe slightly short. There we go, now we're nailing him. He's only got the rifle, so he can't really hit me. Okay, we got a lot more blocks to collect now, but let's grab our support wheel here so we can bump up a little bit. And we've got a radar to put on. We're just gonna make like a Mad Max style thing here because we have so much crap to pick up. And I'll take it back to my mobile base, and then we'll reconfigure everything to make it make sense. Right now it's kind of a hodgepodge just because I have to carry all this crap. I do want to get that block, so I'm gonna take this off and we'll pile this up there. Oh, he's got some more of those cool wheels. Let's replace our junkers with these nice wheels. There should be 4 of them, I would assume. There's one here. Is that a good one? No, that's a crappy one. Is that a good one? Nope, crappy one too. So we've only got the one? Very, very strange. These guns are cool. They're like little frontal lasers, and you can mount them right up there. So I will definitely pull that drill off there for that. But I do want to take the drills with me, because you never know when you're going to need one. Let's see. And if you're going to pick up the game, you know, and we're kind of running through the newbie stuff, but don't be convinced that you're not going to lose everything, because it happens where you go to fight something and they just obliterate you, and you got to start all the way from scratch again. But you can, and it's not too big of a setback, to be honest with you. You can certainly make your way back pretty darn fast, especially since the replacement vehicle that they give you, you can kind of death zerg with it. So you just die and go shoot him again, and die and go shoot him again. Eventually you'll get most of his parts, and you'll be able to kind of take over his vehicle. So you'll be set right away. Anyway, I know the plane is kind of cool looking and stuff, but we're just not going to deal with that yet at this point. We're just going to go back to our mobile base, drop some of this off. Our shield battery is dead anyway, so we've got to get home. We have to get recharged, and we'll reconfigure our vehicle. But for today's introductory episode, guys, I think that's going to do her. And stay tuned for episode 2, where we're going to go try to find the trading post, which is a really, really cool thing, and I'll give you as good of explanation of that as I possibly can. Thanks very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.